player in the black shirt, Chien-An, 21 years old, world ranked at 48. Run 16 in the grand finals of the World Tour 2012. Quarterfinalist of the Chinese Open 2012. Very talented upcoming player, the left-handed. And this man needs almost no introduction among table tennis fans. It is Jike from China, 25 years old, world ranked currently at 3. Olympic gold medalist, world champion 2011 and World Cup winner in 2011. One of only 3 Chinese players to ever accomplish this, alongside such legends as Kong Minghui and Liu Guliang. Stands now Zhang Jike as well. One of the best athletes in the Chinese team. Very solid footwork, very solid overall.
好的，谢谢啦啦队员们，谢谢。好，观众朋友们，在音号台即将进行的是第2轮单打的比赛，由中国运动员张继科对阵中华台北运动员陈建安。张继科也是
And we have liftoff, the second match between China and Chinese Taipei. It's about to begin. The serve of Chien-An. It is 1-0 for China. Xu very dominantly beat Guangzhou in 3 straight games. What has Chien-An now to say against the world champion? Zhang Jike has had his up and downs recently after winning the 3 big titles in table tennis. He lost quite a few matches against very much lower seeded players. The Austrian Open 2013, Japanese player Taku Takakiwa was able to beat him. Has received quite a lot of critique in China for that. But he's usually very reliable when it comes to these big events like World Championships, World Cups, or as in this instance, World Team Cup. First 2 points in a row for ZHANG Jike, now leading 5-3. Needs to carry this lead out to the end of the game. And that's his trademark shot, ZHANG Jike. Very safe, very good quality on the backhand topspin, especially when you play into his body, which is usually against most players a very good idea, but not so ZHANG Jike. And this is why I introduced Chien-An as a very talented player. Look at the unusual long push down the line. Takes a lot of creativity and courage to do that, especially against the world champion, who is now leading 8-4. Wow, what a combination. Did place that serve deliberately a bit too long so ZHANG Jike could attack, but then he was right there on the parallel. Very good quality of his shots as well, Chien-An. And once again that combination down the line. I have to say, very impressive the performance of Chien-An in this first game. Does not seem to be intimidated by the world champion at all. And now he equalizes even to 9 points each. Great performance. 2 points for both players now. Who will win this first game, which no doubt will set the tone for the rest of the match. And it is the player from Chinese Taipei. It is Chien-An. 10-9, game point, Taiwan. And he takes the first game. Surprisingly, what an upset already. Chien-An 11-9 over ZHANG Jike. Second game about to start. Chien-An won the first game over ZHANG Jike. Quite surprising to me as well. I was half expecting a repeat of the first match from China versus Taiwan, which Xu Xian won very much straight 3-0, 11-8, 11-2 and 11-3 over Zhuang Qiwan. But now this is a very different story here. Already, I have to say, though it's still pretty early in the game. Four points in a row to the Olympic champion. Look into the eyes of Chien-An, makes a very focused impression on me. Seems quite determined, although this game so far is all but in his favor. Three points in a row for Chien-An. Four to six. He's not that far away. Very good serve from Chien-An. Look at the movement of his wrist. He conceals the spin as long as possible. Literally at the last second flips his wrist over to create this sort of side down spin. And he's equalized, 6 points each. What a great game. What a performance from the 21-year-old player from Chinese Taipei. Oh, that was a big point for Zhang Jike. He really needed that. This game really is anything but one-sided, I have to say. 10-7 now. 3 game points to ZHANG Jike. And he takes the first one, has re-established himself here. 11-7 to ZHANG Jike, now equalized to 1 games each against Chien-An. And that might be still something that Chien-An has to work on, is his footwork. Although he's by far not a slow player, there's still room for improvement, especially when he's being targeted into his body. There's still half a step at least missing, although you have to commend him on the attempt. And I have to say, in the long rallies, he can really more than hold his own. Especially this fine topspin, so powerful. Very well placed as well. That is what he's known for, and that's why table tennis fans love ZHANG Jike. Look at the way he curved that around the net. What an angle. What a quality shot too. 5-2, his deserved lead in the third game. Five points each, 2 in a row for Chien-An. You have to think about the dimensions of this game. This is a major tournament a major event, much more so a national event in China. Zhang Jike is, well, not struggling, but he has had his problems with the game of Chien-An. There's so much pressure on Zhang Jike's shoulder right now. He wants to please his coach, please the fans. On the other hand, he's expected to win. And this is not a bad performance by any means from Zhang Jike. Still, I'm sure he will be criticized for it. Oh, very few players in the world equipped with such quick feet as Zhang Jike. Not only did he catch that net cord, he also stepped around to play forehand on it. Pretty impressive. 8-6 for the world champion. And this is what I said about the footwork of Chien-An. Once again, half a step missing on the last forehand topspin. That one was pretty good, but this one, he didn't position himself correctly to play the forehand topspin once more. On the other hand, he has so little time against the fast shots from Zhang Jike. And he takes the third game at his first game point, 11-6. Now 2 games to 1 for Zhang Jike. Fourth game, 2 games, 2-1 for Zhang Jike over Chien-An, and 1 games 2-0 for China over Chinese Taipei in the finals match of the 2013 World Team Classic in Guangzhou. Once more, great rally. We've seen some spectacular rallies from Chien-An. Forehand versus forehand, and Zhang Jike was a little over-eager there. Tried to play that around the net, rather went much more through it. Very, very unusual push. If you look at the technique from Chien-An, almost reminds of Dmitry Ovcharov. He uses the backhand push on the forehand side as well. Very unorthodox, very unusual. Let's serve. Seen by the umpire, serve is repeated. This one too, which was quite obvious. Timeout now from Chien-An. Felt the need to reassess his gameplay, get some last-minute tactical advice. Coach's name of Chinese Taipei coach is Zhuang Xiong. If you look at the similarities between him and the man standing on his left, Zhuang Qiwan, it is either his father or his brother, I should guess. And what has he told Chien-An in this mini break? This player still in the lead, 1 point. Six to 4. Can Chien-An take another game off of Jike, which will pull this match into a deciding 5th game? I have to say chances are pretty much 50-50 if it comes to that. Wow, what a combination! Slow forehand topspin followed up with this very quick backhand shot. Hit it very early on the bounce. That is difficult to execute correctly. You have to have the right timing, the right footwork, find the right angle, and all that in fractions of seconds. Wow, what a reaction from Jike. Topspin from Chien-An clipped the edge of the table, but He played even a forehand topspin on that. One step further than just recovering it back to the table. 8-6 still. The world champion is down 2 points at the closing stages of this fourth game. Nine 7. It seems the upset can continue. Not only did Zhang Jike lose the first game, he's about to lose the fourth one as well. Seems more and more likely now. 3 game points to Chien-An. And indeed he takes it. Unbelievable. 11-7 the final score. 2 games to 2. So this is it, the 5th and final game of this match. 2 games each between Zhang Jike from China and Chien-An. It is the finals match of the 2013 World Team Cup in Guangzhou. And this shot has proven successful time and time again for Chien-An. This backhand topspin hit early on the bounce. Timeout forced from Zhang Jike. That is already an accomplishment right there. Mind you, this is not the first game, this is not the second game, this is the 5th and final game of this match. Zhang Jike is down 3-1. Can Chien-An really defeat the Olympic gold medalist, the world champion and the World Cup winner? The absolute superstar of Chinese table tennis. And the crucial point after the timeout goes to Chien-An as well, 4-1. What is going on with Zhang Jike? Completely lost his train of thought in this game. Look at the body language, quite unusual for him as well. What does his coach think at the moment? Not only is he struggling, but he's plain out, about to lose this match. I said this before, very much pressure on his shoulders. And he will, I'm sure, be criticized for his performance here. And again, not that it is a bad performance, but to lose against a foreign player carries most likely consequences on the Chinese team. Although he is absolutely not out yet. 7-3 in the meantime. And he scores another one. Oh, what a change of fortune this would be if he was still able to win it. That's the hallmark of a great champion. Even in these situations, not to give up, fight for every point. Still the situation pretty dire for Zhang Jike. Oh, and what a screamer! What a superb rally! This is what the crowd loves in Guangzhou. All the better. Good outcome for their local hero, Zhang Jike. And can you hear it? Zhang Jike, Jayo, come on! Crowd trying to push their player into still winning this. And he's taking his sweet time now too. And another point. Nine, 6, 2 points for this man left in this match. What a sensation that would be if it were to come true. Wow! Talk about fastest game on earth. Look at the lightning fast reflexes from Chien-An. Unbelievable. Match points, Chinese Taipei. Match point, Chien-An. But this game is really getting very close, very tense. I have to say it is not out of the question that the world champion can still win this. Has scored more points. Bit by bit he's closing the gap. 2 match points still remaining. And there it is, lifts up his arms in celebration of his victory. Chien-An beats sensationally the world champion Jike from China. 11-9, 7-11, 6-11, 11-8 and 11-8. Victory to Chien-An, victory to Chinese Taipei. And now it is 1 point each in the finals. There's going to be a very short break now as both teams have time deciding who to send into the doubles. Only a few moments, we'll be right back.